This video is to demonstrate the features of the GPS Golfing 6.5-inch touchscreen unit. The unit is fully operated by the touchscreen. There are no antennas, cables on the exterior of the unit. All the electronics are inside, self-contained. As you see, when you pull up to the hole, you will get a graphical layout of the hole. In this case, it's a dogleg left par 5. We list auto points on the hole to give the golfer all the information they need when they arrive at the hole to play it without having to touch the unit. You can play an entire round without touching the screen, but many people choose to be more interactive with it to determine yardages to various points. Simply by touching the screen at any point, you will get a distance to that point, and from that point into the center of the green. If you're a short hitter and you want to know the distance to the center of the fairway, you got 208. That leaves you 319 in. If you're a big hitter, you want to know what it takes to cover the lake. You're going to touch there. It'll give you 321 to that point and 176. What's unique about our unit is that the hole moves toward the golfer. The golfer doesn't move along the hole, such that if you make your shot to the 321 distance, you're now going, when you get to your point, you're now going to have a view closer in of the hole. Now what you can do is get distances to other points. You can get a distance to just before the traps. 109 leaves you 76 in. You could get a distance to carry the traps, 159, or you can get a distance to different parts of the green. If the pin's back right, 182. If the pin's back left, 191. Pins up front, 167. So you have an unlimited number of points you can get on the green. You've also got a mark hit. Anytime you reach the tee box, the mark hit automatically sets to 0. Then you can, from there on, you can measure your drive just by simply looking at the screen. It will keep a running tally of the distance you are from the tee box. If you want to measure a second shot, you simply hit mark hit, and the mark hit returns to 0. You then drive to your shot and to determine your shot distance. You also anytime have a graphical representation of the hole, a scorecard types graphic. We've even seen courses put a scorecard on here so that a yardage book, so that traditional type players can use digital yardage book format instead of the GPS. So that's always available for the golfer to view. There are a couple different ways to advertise on the unit. You can do a while moving or a green to tee. In the instance of a green to tee, an ad will come up when you reach a specified distance to the green. Some courses like at 75 yards, some like at 100 yards. If you put it at 75 yards, when you get within 75 yards of the center green, an advertisement will pop up. It will stay up until you reach the next tee box, unless you touch the screen. If you touch the screen, the ad will go away momentarily, giving you time to get yardages for your next shot. While moving is just that. Anytime you're moving on a hole, the ad will pop up, because we know the golfer is not using the GPS while moving, while the cart's moving. So once the cart starts slowing down and coming to a stop, the ad will go away and the yardage screen will reappear. An example of an ad, we do put our ads full screen. We don't have half screens, because the only time we do have ads up are when the golfer is not using the GPS, which allows us to utilize the full screen and not just quarter, half of the screen and leave yardages up. You have some